Welcome to the Enactus World Cup 2021.
And passion on purpose. Are you ready for more? It's been an epic week.
Yes, it has. Last Thursday, we introduced the world to our top Enactus teams, followed by the One Race for Oceans.
Then Tuesday, we rocked the Race for Climate Action and announced the new World Race to Feed the Planet.
Yesterday, we had the finals for the Race to Rethink Plastic.
That's a lot of races. And in 2016, I was there at the amazing Enactus World Cup in Toronto when the races were first launched. From that moment, impact attracted investment. And after the race announcement, several great sponsors jumped on board to support action and impact for the planet.
There are so many great ways for purpose-driven leaders and brands to support the next-gen leaders of Enactus. We thank all of our sponsors to date, and thank you for your commitment to the 2030 global goals.
Now, to fully support goals of sustainability and scale, Enactus race teams are free to enter the same project 2 years in a row. But it's important to know the competition rules stipulate that teams can only report on 1 year of progress, even if their project has gone on for several months more.
Many Enactus projects continue far into the future as sustainable business solutions. That is passion on purpose. Now it's time to meet the winners, starting with One Race for Oceans.
From 101 Enactus team projects from 83 teams across 18 countries who have collectively tallied over some 300,000 project hours, reducing over 700 million kilograms of waste, restoring over 12,000 square kilometers of coastal habitat, and generating over $200,000 in new revenue. This race is big. Here are the final 4 teams of the One Race for Oceans. Earth Suds from Wilfrid Laurier University in Canada. These solid single-use tablets of shampoo, conditioner, and body wash features sustainable packaging. The project also employs adults with disabilities. Eco Wheat Seal from University of Guadalajara, University Center of La Costa Sur in Mexico. This triple impact company makes ecological, coral-friendly sunscreen packaged in recycled plastic. The project has secured a trademark, all government permits, and the products are recommended by dermatologists. With profits, the team leads cleaning and restoration programs for area reefs and beaches. Leher from Sri Ram College of Commerce in India creates a circular economy. They do this by establishing a collection chain of cigarette butts and recycling the waste into utility-based products like planters, ashtrays, and more. They're improving biodiversity in the ocean. Project Palash from Aryabhata College in India reduces water pollution and enriches biodiversity by collecting floral waste in Indian temples before they hit precious water sources. Those were 4 really impressive oceans projects, judged and audited from 101 total projects, aligned with Sustainable Development Goal 14, Life Below Water. Now, the winner of One Race for Oceans is Leher from Sri Ram College of Commerce, India. Congratulations! How are you feeling?
Like, thank you so much. Like, right now I'm really overwhelmed and words aren't enough to express how happy I feel. I am really grateful and would like to take this opportunity to convey my heartfelt gratitude to Enactus World for providing such a huge platform to budding change makers like us. I would also like to thank all the other Enactus teams from around the world who are doing such great work and making a positive change. So yeah, thank you so much.
You're so welcome. We are thankful for you and all the hard work that you've done. Now, we're going to talk more with this winning team, but first, let's take a look at their project film for 77 seconds.
There is an inconvenient truth that needs to be acknowledged. The world's most littered item is not recognized enough. Don't know what it is? It's cigarette butts. Surprised? We were too. Cigarette butts have become such an acceptable form of litter that we flick them away without care. Unfortunately, smoking kills. Not just the individual, but more so the environment and life at large. Each cigarette butt, being a microplastic polymer, contains more than 7,000 toxic chemicals, which leaches into our ecosystem. To solve this problem of littered cigarette butts, we brought a wave of change, Project Leher, which establishes a 3-step comprehensive mechanism.
By collecting cigarette butt waste from hotspots, cafes, restaurants, and corporate spaces.
Empowering waste worker communities to process this waste and increasing their earnings.
And finally cleansing and recycling it into utility-based sheets with certified laboratories.
These sheets are then used to make pen stands, ashtrays, and other tabletop items. Leher's circular economy promises huge impact, being one of the pioneers in the sustainability landscape. Let's join hands and make the wave of change into a revolution by saving the world one cigarette butt at a time.
Bravo! Impressive project and impressive 77-second film.
Thank you so much.
Now, absolutely. Now, what's next for you and your team? How are you going to continue to share your project and team with your community and the world?
So we see Leher as a project that has a lot of potential and can go a really long way in bringing about this revolution in the world and saving our invaluable ecosystem, especially our oceans. So like we intend to create a revolution in this sector by making significant progress in removing the taboo of cigarette waste and the utility products made eventually out of it, empowering the waste workers and our community and creating a circular economy. So we aim to sensitize the masses about this grave problem and conducting various cleanups all across the country. So we are really thankful of this opportunity provided to us, and we'll make sure to take this project to even greater heights.
That's perfect. Project Leher, we love it. Congratulations again to Sri Ram College of Commerce, India. The One Race for Oceans is on for 2022. The teams are lining up and signing up, and you can still get your team to the starting line by going to plus.enactus.org and checking out all the races.
Yeah, that is so impressive. From One Race for Oceans, SDG 14, it's time to dial in SDG 13 and the race for climate action. The race for climate action provided a little global cooling around the world when 138 teams entered the race last year. Cooler yet, the race impacted over 2 million people and racked up over 400,000 project hours. But the coolest part is the over 50,000 metric tons of emissions reduced, 159 new businesses created, generating so far this year over $1 million in revenue. It doesn't end here, it's just getting started. Every Enactus team continues to turn projects into businesses throughout the year. And yes, just like Adesina pointed out, you can start a team. It only takes 4 or more of you to make it happen. You can invite students on campus to join a race and join Enactus too. Start at plus.enactus.org and enter the race for climate action 2022. Here we go. From 138 entering the race, this is the top 5. Urjal from the Taji Subhash University of Technology, New Delhi in India, solves the issue of lack of electricity and light in slum areas. They provide an affordable, efficient, and durable solution based on renewable solar energy and beautiful light. Next up, we have Arth from Indian Institute of Technology, Delhi in India. Tackles the issue of deforestation, pollution, and waste management. They have developed fuel from cow dung with better properties than firewood, replacing it in cremations and preventing deforestation. And now we have Amal from Sri Ram College of Commerce in India is solving the crisis of particulate emission via stubble burning by using agro waste to make smokeless briquettes and affordable construction materials, a big step forward towards carbon negative. And we have Recycle from RWTH Aachen in Germany is working in Kigali, Rwanda to enable small farmers to produce biochar from waste. It replaces conventional charcoal and wood as fuel, counteracting illegal rainforest clearance while creating additional income for farmers. And we have Vriddhi from Hans Raj College in India, which works to eliminate crop residue burning, which causes 46% of the pollution in Delhi, India. They tackle the climate emergency by using creative solutions like using crop residue for mushroom cultivation and more. This is climate action. And now for the winner. Who will it be? I'll have it for you in just 10 seconds. From 138 teams to 5, and now to 1. That one Enactus team for 2021 is Arth Indian Institute of Technology, Delhi. Congratulations. I love that. I love that. All right, let's talk to the team right after we watch their 77-second film of impact.
India is a country known for its ancient heritage and beliefs. Rituals for journey beyond life hold great value in our culture. But have you ever thought what impact do these cremations have? 50 million trees are burned during cremations each year, resulting in 8 million tons of greenhouse gas emissions. Meanwhile, 520 million kgs of cow dung is wasted per day, polluting our rivers. This is where Project Earth comes in. We transformed this wasted cow dung into earth logs of high ecological value to be used for cremations. Cow is considered holy in Indian culture, which makes the product socially acceptable. Soon we realized this waste had more to offer than just logs. We transitioned to a model of self-sustaining gaushalas by producing diyas, clocks, idols, thus generating wealth from waste. The horrifying spread of COVID-19 also bore witness to a dire shortage of wood for cremations. In humbling times like these, Project Earth provided free cremations motivated by a sense of purpose. A purpose that revolves around giving back to this world and making our lives meaningful.
Well, congratulations to Arth from Indian Institute of Technology, Delhi in India for winning the race for climate action. That is an impressive project. So what is your message to the world and to leaders about the need to take climate action?
Hello? Hello?
Yes, hello.
Yeah, okay.
I
I'm
can hear
very
you now.
sorry. Like,
That's all right.
due to all this celebration and everything, people are around me and they were celebrating, so it was quite, yeah. So, coming to
We
your
want you to
question,
celebrate. That's fine.
right, after this, there's going to be a party definitely. So, coming back to your question, for all the leaders around the world, and especially if we talk about their actions toward towards climate change. So it all starts with what you see around you. For me, also, it was the same driving factor, and I guess it's the same for all the people who are along with me, my colleagues who are working in the same domain of climate action, climate changes. That what we see around, we see trees being cut, living in urban areas of India, and um witnessing all the changes around the pollutions, the increasing number of vehicles, and all the adversities which people face nowadays, which may not have a short-term impact to them, but a longer and a more dreadful impact. So this was the same motivation factor for me also, that I was able to observe and identify the little things which are going around. And fortunately, I got a platform from Enactus that I got an opportunity to act upon it, and like, do something for the betterment of it. So for me, the motivation factor was but the environment around me, and being observant is one of the message which I would like to give to all the leaders, that observe what's happening around you and sensitize with it and try to take actions.
That's awesome. Well, for climate action, and you took action. You observed it, and then you took action. So the race for climate action is now open for 2022. What's your advice for teams around the world wishing to enter?
Yeah, first of all, this should be a continuous zeal and process of doing something good for the climate. Not It's not just for the sake of a competition or for the sake of a race, but it should be something from your within, which should come, and this will ultimately reflect in your project work, and you will win the race for climate action and other races also. But the continuous driving factor should be something from inside, and a zeal to curb the ailments of the environment and work for the betterment of the society in general, which is the vision and the idea behind Enactus. So just follow that and go with the flow.
That's awesome. Well, congratulations. I think that's a great message to there is a competition, but do it, what you see around you, and act on it. Congratulations again to Arth
Exactly.
from Indian Institute of Technology, Delhi in India, the winners of the 2021 Race for Climate Action.
Congratulations to them. Wow, what an amazing team, Jeff. Now, from oceans to climate action, we now move to the race to rethink plastic. Let's take a look.
Plastics take their rightful place in a world at peace, a world dedicated to a richer, fuller life for all. Yes, this is a dream of the future.
One 136 teams entered the race nearly a year ago. They worked through COVID, they worked through the most challenging conditions. These teams are still at work and continue throughout the year. This work so far stacks up to over 400,000 project hours and the reduction of over 500 million kilograms of plastic waste. The project turned into 115 businesses, creating over 770 new jobs. All of this in just 1 year during COVID by students still in college. Now, for businesses with a desire to make a difference, this is an investment worth making, not only impacting lives today, but changing students into next-gen leaders for a life of change. Now, here are the top 4 teams in the race to rethink plastics. We have Laher from Sri Ram College of Commerce in India. It's a revolution in the waste management sector, tackling the environmental spillover of irresponsibly disposed cigarette butts across the globe. It works to create a sustained collection chain, upcycling waste into usable products. We have Anamá from Federal University of Pará in Brazil. It's a social business that works to hashtag stop ocean-bound plastic in the Amazon's urban rivers through low-cost eco-barriers and sustainable recycling centers. Project Dariya from Sri Guru Gobind Singh College of Commerce in India is recycling and upcycling plastic waste trapped in a waste catcher that stretches across rivers, amassing plastic trash in flowing waters. The plastic moves to plastic banks where it's bartered and reformed for profitable use. Sugam from Jesus and Mary College in India creates sustainable and publicly accessible eco-brick bathrooms at locations where there's an absence of proper sanitation facilities. So it solves the dual problem of increasing plastic waste as well as the practice of open defecation. EcoBricks is a project moving into a successful business. All right, the winner of the 2021 Race to Rethink Plastic is Project Dariya from Sri Guru Gobind Singh College of Commerce, India. Congratulations. Amazing, congratulations, and thank you for all your hard work all year. Now, we're gonna get the words of the winners. First, let's take a look at their wonderful 77-second film.
Oceans are the lifeline of our planet, yet more than 10 million tons of plastic is dumped into them annually, harming 1 out of every 3 marine species. Furthermore, the world generates over 2 billion tons of garbage, with nearly 40% being dumped into landfills. So, what are we doing to curb this menace? Firstly, we set up waste roll, an innovative trash barrier suspended in streams and canals to stop the waste from entering the oceans. Secondly, we initiated Plex, a plastic exchange platform incentivizing rural and urban households to segregate and dispose of their waste ethically. Through an intuitive application, urban households can now earn redeemable points in exchange for the segregated waste. The total waste collected is sold to the recycling operators for further conversion into byproducts, thereby generating income for the entrepreneurs. Working relentlessly with our project partners, we have collected and recycled 39,800 kilograms of waste, generated a revenue of $6,300, created 18 entrepreneurs, and increased their income by 200%. We are Enactus Sri Guru Gobind Singh College of Commerce, and this is Project Dariya.
Now, your work throughout the year has been excellent. How was it working with your team through COVID?
Thank you. First of all, thank you. It's an absolutely overwhelming feeling. And before answering this, I would just like to say I really wish that I were with my team right now. And it was an absolutely amazing experience leading and being with the team in these times, because being without a team in these times is especially hard, because with uncertainty. It was great having a purpose, having a team, having something to work towards, and seeing real change in front of us. And I couldn't have done it if I had a different team or if it weren't for my team.
Well, teamwork makes the dream work. Now, what would you say to leaders to encourage them to help clean up the world of plastic?
Yeah, my foremost message that I would like to bring is to try and bridge the knowledge gap that is prevalent, and try to promote ethical ways of disposal through by bridging that knowledge gap and making the process more accessible. A lot of effort associated with the process, and hence we don't consider it conventional to dispose of ethically. And the leaders today, the companies already working on it, have great potential to bring it to the masses and make the world more sustainable and a better place to live in. That's all.
Absolutely. Well, I hope they listen to you. Project Durya leading the way. Congratulations to Project Durya. Sri Guru Gobind Singh College of Commerce, India. Amazing.
That is so cool.
Right?
All of your stories deserve to be told and shared with the world. The top winners of each race are invited to share their stories throughout the year during the Storyteller series provided by Enactus Global every month. Go to the student page right here on the Enactus World Cup app to learn all about the great opportunities of action and impact.
Now, since EWC 2016, when the races were first announced, they continue to grow in scale. The races are a great opportunity for leading brands and organizations to multiply their impact. And for 2022, the races are already on.
This is the opportunity for more students and great business leaders to join us.
We were honored to have Dr. Agnes Kalibata, UN Secretary General, Special Envoy for Food Systems, join us this year at the Enactus World Cup. In an earlier statement, Dr. Kalibata pointed out the setbacks of this last year, stating, food systems have contracted because of COVID-19, and food has become more expensive and in some places out of reach for people. Food is looking far more challenging this year.
With that, Enactus is proud to take action along with partners ADM and Live Kindly in launching the race to feed the planet. Take a look. The race to feed the planet is added to our race opportunities that are now on for 2022. It's going to be an exciting and impactful year ahead.
For sure. The next two sessions continue to deliver an epic finish to this year's Enactus World Cup. Hundreds of teams from the 32 qualified countries and close to 277 films. Who will be best of show and the Enactus World Cup champion? It's all coming up. Stay right there.
Who's next to change the world for good? Keep watching the Enactus World Cup 2021.